club that is just kind of staying there and not playing that great. Those guys down in Philadelphia, they may get hot when it really means something.
Well, everybody seems that Philly has a better chance because they got more people. They're playing 8 or 9, 10 people. Last night, the starters on Boston accounted for all but 2 points.
That's too many, no matter what league you're in. Now, 2 guys make the news coming into this game tonight. Kevin McHale for the Boston Celtics and Quentin Daly for the Chicago Bulls for vastly different reasons.
Now, Kevin's only averaging 50 points a game this week, and he's supposed to be the 6th man, so he's really playing well. You get in that groove, and everything seems just to happen right. With Quentin Daly, everything seems to be going the wrong way, and out of the suspension, I don't think it'll hurt him, may mentally, but not physically. 2 days off may not be too bad for him.
Just hope he can get some minutes because they got to have him back in there. We're going to be back, folks, because we got a ball game with the Celtics and the Bulls, and we'll be back right after this. All right, they buzzed them off here at the Boston Garden, where the Celtics have had a phenomenal record here at home. They're 26-3. They're 49-13 overall, and as John mentioned, 2.5 over the 76ers in their division. The Bulls are 28-32. A 2-9 February really hurt them. They're 20-12 at home, but they're 8-20 on the road, have lost 12 in a row on the road. So they would really like to make a difference here tonight. This would be a big one if you could go against this ball club and knock them off. Well, they've got the biggest man in the news these days, and of course that is Kevin McHale. Now the crowd is up, and from the Boston Garden,
the other guard is from North Carolina, 6'6", number 23, Michael Jordan. The center is from DePaul, 6'11", number 40, Dave Corzine. And third from Notre Dame, 6'9", number 0, Orlando Woolridge. And at the other forward from UCLA, 6'9½", number 10, David Greenwood. Trainer of the Bulls, Mark Feil. Assistant coaches, Bill Blair and Freddie Carter. Head coach, Kevin Lockery. And now, introducing the world champion Boston Celtics. At guard from Pepperdine, 6'4", number 3, Dennis Johnson. The other guard is from Brigham Young, 6'5", number 44, Danny Ainge. The center is from Centenary, 7 foot 1/2 inch, number 00, Robert Parrish. At forward from Minnesota, 6'10", number 32, Kevin McHale. And at the other forward from Indiana State, 6'9", number 33, Larry Bird.
But Washington's still tough without him, and Boston will be that much tougher tonight.
all right, Milo Hamilton along with John Mengo. And we're ready with Corzine jumping with Parrish. Ball up, tap to Bird, and the Celtics have the first possession. Dick Flanders is our producer-director and will be for the balance of the season. Arnie Harris has gone to spring training. We talked with him earlier today from Mesa, and that'll go for Parrish, and the Celtics are on the board first.
Robert Parrish, a little talking himself, 54% field goal shooter.
Our Watley brings it up for the Bulls. Ainge against him. Jordan against Johnson. Back to Enos. Corzine comes out to help. 20-foot jumper, yes.
Well, they've been starting a lot of the games like that lately. Going away from Michael. Michael setting a nice screen for Corzine. Nice jumper.
McHale, whose foot averaged 40 these days, and Jordan got him. A little bump down there. No. If it goes, and it goes.
That's okay. Larry Bird is only 457 from the three-point range. A lot of guys are like that from the two-point range.
Boy, oh boy, Bird has... What is he in triple doubles now? He's unbelievable, isn't he? Corzine going to drive it too hard. Jordan tried to keep it alive, but Bird comes out of there with it. Probably looks over the court as well as anybody. Try to get it down and under. Greenwood anticipated and intercepts.
Good defense. He's got a tough assignment tonight to stop the hot Kevin McHale.
5-2, Celtics on top. Oh, look at that steal by Ainge. Ahead to Bird, to the trailer. Ainge to Bird. They made it look easy.
Boston tradition, a nice fast break, 2-on-1. You keep that defensive man guessing, and it's easy to get the hoop.
So the Bulls down now by the score of 7-2. We played about a minute and a half. Jordan going to take it in the dotted line. The high looper is there.
Once he's in that 3-second area, he's tough to stop. He can jump too high and float too long.
Johnson at quarter court on the far side. Greenwood looking around. You mean me?
Of course, David has to play defense before Kevin McHale gets the ball. Push him out a lot farther than he's used to receiving the ball.
McHale, they double team him as Jordan went back to help. Now they swing it weak side Ainge. Ainge has it. Nothing but strings that time for Danny Ainge.
Boston's a tough team to double team on. They see the court very well, move the ball unselfishly. You're better off doing that against a strictly one-on-one club.
Well, when the double team went, they really moved it around. There was the open shot for them. Ainge collected. Jordan, no. Way off for him. Parrish. Ainge looking. Nobody down there, so he'll slow it up and bring it around to the near side of the lane against Wadley. Little alley-oop to Parrish. McHale back out to Johnson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Turn around, no. McHale tried to keep it alive, but Greenwood with a board. Jordan looking up court. Corzine, no. And Bird on the far side. Long down court. Jordan got there to break it up. Almost intercepted, couldn't hang on. But they got a break there because Ainge evidently got a hand on it on the sideline.
Looked like Jordan got the last tip, but they'll give the ball to the Bulls. Larry Bird on a left-handed baseball pass.
Is there anything that he can't qualify for?
I heard he doesn't give out towels very well.
Oh, well, you can't expect everything. Greenwood going to take it back out to Wadley.
7 on the clock.
Yep. Jordan right there. Whoa. Boy, that close, you just don't figure him to miss.
They had the mismatch. They had Ainge on Jordan. They'd rather have Dennis Johnson.
Ainge will rattle it. And he's got 4.
Kevin might need a quick timeout. I know he doesn't want to use it this early. He'd rather wait for the automatic, but you got to watch. Boston will blow you away at any time during the game.
And they're leading by 7. 11-4 Celtics over Bulls. Ainge against Wadley. Woolridge going to make his first move. Takes it in and did a good job against the tough D.
3 of them. McHale coming up through the rim to try to block the shot. Good move by O.
11-6 Boston over Chicago. First quarter action at the Boston Garden. Our next Bulls game will be a week from tomorrow night against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden on Channel 9. Backdoor. Oh, a little handoff when he got too far, and Parrish was there. Parrish has 4.
Orlando Woolridge tried to sneak over the top of the pick. Larry Bird, backdoor, but he found Parrish for the layup.
That's just having an instinct, isn't it?
Well, Kevin McHale told me at halftime, on the halftime show, that Larry just gave him 2 points the other night when he tried to break the record.
Ainge brings it up in a hurry. He's going to lead it to Bird, but he didn't get it, but McHale didn't get it either. McHale looking for a foul, didn't get the call.
Great pass from Danny Ainge. That bounce pass, the only way to get it through. Larry smiles when he blows the bunny.
All right, Woolridge quarter court against the Birdman. Corzine right back out to O. Greenwood, I'm not sure that was for him, but he ended up with it, and he gets the bucket. Greenwood's first points of the night, and it's 13-8. Boston by 5. They've led by 7 on 2 occasions. Parrish against Corzine makes a move, goes around him, and an easy bucket.
He gave Dave the little head fake. Dave went back on his heels. Parrish put that ball in his left hand when he goes to the floor.
Parrish going to try for the three-point play, and he does it. He has 7. He's the leader in the game. 16-8, 8-point lead. Celtics have had it all their own way here in the early going. We have played 5 minutes in the first quarter. Watley against Ainge, little alley-oop to Jordan, but he didn't get it. It was off the near side of the rim. Celtics bring it up. Bird quarter court against Woolridge. Looking down under. Can't find anybody. Now he gets McHale. McHale fouled down on the baseline as he tried to make his move. And Kevin Lockery taking a look. And we're going to have a timeout in Boston. And the Celtics have doubled it on the Bulls early, 16-8.
On Tuesday night, that's an 8 p.m. start.
And the free throw by McHale, his first point of the night. Greenwood picked up the foul just before the timeout, and David now has 2. And McHale gets them both. It took him a little time to get on the board, but he does it with 2 free throws, and it's 18-8, a 10-point Boston lead. As John alluded earlier, you don't want to let them run away and hide. They're tough enough as it is. Woolridge across the dotted line, and he's fouled as he tries to take the shot.
Into a lot of heavy traffic, Orlando Woolridge against Larry Bird, McHale, and Parrish. Tough to get that shot off. McHale bails him out with the hatchet job. Otherwise, Orlando is in some trouble.
Woolridge, 79% free throw shooter, has 3 points for the night with that one. 18-9 Boston. Had to settle one for 2. Bird against Woolridge. Looking inside to McHale.
Notice how they spread the floor out. Bird way out in the 3-point area along with Dennis Johnson and Ainge.
He hasn't missed yet. That's just 2 points.
2's bad enough.
He has 6. Parrish has 7. Bird has 5. Woolridge leads the Bulls with 3. 20-9, 11-point lead Boston. Pulls up dotted line, slips it away to Corzine. He's right there, and he gets it off the glass.
Bulls with a break there. Orlando Woolridge playing house in the 3-second lane, got away with it. Nice
excuse, you said you hurt yourself running the other day. You going to be all right?
No, Dr. No said he'd have me ready.
Johnson gets a pair.
Looks like the Celtics are ready. They've doubled it again, Milo, 22-11.
Watley up against Ainge.
Not a lot of intensity from the Bulls.
What should have been an alley-oop was too hard and went off the glass. Corzine saved it. Watley with a 16-footer, and Watley has his first points of the night.
Uncharacteristically, Watley cans that 20-footer. You think the Bulls coming off that win in Washington would have a lot of more intensity. I know they're tired, but they need these games.
Brick bat by Parrish, so the Bulls with Jordan going to try to bring it up. Jordan's been limited to 2. Corzine leads the Bulls with 4. Woolridge has 3, as they've been outscored 22-13 in the first 7 minutes of this quarter. Woolridge from the corner. That gives him 5. He leads the Bulls at this juncture. Their leader is Parrish with 7. 22-15. They've cut it from 11 down to 7. 4:55 remaining first quarter. Ainge against Watley. Looking inside and up and doing. McHale fades baseline. Got it.
Forget it. He's thinking nothing but string music every time he shoots the ball. When a guy gets in a groove like that, you got to bang him around, slow him down a little bit.
24-15 Celtics over Bulls. Watley, Jordan pulls up, tried to force it, didn't get any foul either. Bird looking on the wing. McHale fills the lane, and McHale has 6. What they do so well.
Jordan tried to force the contact. Dennis Johnson, good D, didn't leave his feet. Ignited that fast break. 3-on-1. No way you can stop the Celtics when they're 3-on-1.
26-15. Boston out in front. Third time they've led by 11. Alley-oop Johnson. Johnson fouled. Parrish got on him.
Real nice play on that time. Johnson at the line to shoot. 2.
Johnson, 71% free throw shooter. Trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Not that way. You saw the anguish a moment ago in Casey Jones from his angle. He thought Parrish got all ball. But I've never seen a coach agree with one yet, have you?
Not unless it goes their way. I've never seen a referee make a call that everybody liked.
Tried to get it down court in a hurry, didn't work. Wedman's going to come in for the Celtics.
Set play from out of bounds for the Celtics. They like to sneak in everything they can. Larry Bird, not quite the quarterback. I can't believe this.
Bird's out of there.
I can't believe that they're letting the ball come in play and Larry Bird's walking off the floor. It's unbelievable. I mean, he's still on the floor.
He was 8 feet onto the floor. It wasn't like he was tight roping the line.
Maybe referees aren't innocent either. Jordan.
He was right on the line, so it's only for 2, and he has 4 for the night. 26-18 Boston. 3:40 remaining opening quarter. Johnson quarter court far side. McHale, as Jordan backs in on him, but he still gets the shot away, doesn't get it. Parrish comes down. Parrish goes up. Parrish got it, and Parrish has 9.
Dave Corzine boxed out. Not good enough. Robert Parrish over his back very easily. Jawan Oldham off the bench.
And Matthews is also waiting at the scorer's table.
2-on-2 game with Jordan and Woolridge results in the double team, leaving Watley open for the jumper.
And he has 4.
2 J's for Enos.
There's McHale. Little baby hook, no.
Ooh.
Jordan went high to get it. Jordan, who leads the Bulls in rebounds with 6.5 of them a game. Not too many things he doesn't lead them in, is there?
I've never seen him jump when he didn't go high.
All right, there is a timeout at the Boston Garden. 2:53 remaining first quarter. Boston leading by 8. Jordan has Matthews with him at a guard now. Johnson is at 1 forward.
1-4 set. They double team Jordan out front.
Wouldn't go for Michael. Kept alive by Steve Johnson.
Ooh.
And what a job by Woolridge. But Johnson's got to get credit for keeping it alive.
Nice play by Steve Johnson. Orlando kind of hung on the rim a little bit too long there. But a guy like Strom, Earl Strom, veteran ref, he's never going to make that technical foul call on that.
Woolridge with 7 now. Bulls are within 6. Remember, they were down by 11 on 3 occasions here, so they've cut into it. Ainge.
Will he miss?
It's 8 for Ainge.
4 for 4 for Danny Ainge. You know, he's added that outside shooting that Boston needed. Henderson really didn't give him that. Another point guard. Danny Ainge coming around very nicely this year.
2 minutes.
Woolridge as we go under 2 minutes in the first quarter. Jordan to Johnson. They're going to double team him as Ainge backs in to help. Gets it away to Matthews, and that's 2 for Matthews.
Well, Matthews, nice jump shot, but Steve Johnson just didn't set a good enough pick for Michael Jordan to create anything on that down screen. They really got to catch some beef this time of year because teams are playing much better defense fighting through those picks.
Parrish was, he didn't get the bucket, but he was able to elude 2 Bulls flying by. The scoring with 9, give him 10.
Parrish is 74% free throw shooter. Boston 81.5. That is smoking from the line.
They don't miss many, do they?
No, Larry Bird's only 24 for 24 against the Bulls.
Isn't that a phenomenal? All right, it is 32-24. Bulls are trailing with 1:20 remaining in the opening quarter. Matthews going to try it again from that spot. Not as good this time, and somebody is going to get a loose ball foul down there. It'll be Johnson.
Maybe a Celtic break there.
Matthews out at the top, gives it near side Jordan. He's a baseline, won't go.
Good tip by Oldham, who sparked last night with 6 block shots.
Oldham gets his first points of the night.
Bulls in some pressure.
They're trailing only by 6. Ainge against Matthews, tried to steal, didn't get it. Parrish rolls to the baseline and hooks it. No, Jordan weak side. Try to bring it up now as you go under the 1-minute mark.
Oh.
Tried to hit Oldham going down the lane, but it went right through his hands, and it's out of bounds, and Wedman puts it in play to Ainge.
Oldham looking for the pass. Kind of tough to sneak that one through there to a big guy full steam down the floor.
40 seconds remaining first quarter. Celtics with the ball and leading 32-26. They led by as many as 11. Parrish. He puts a move on Oldham, and Parrish has 13 first quarter points.
McHale gets away with an offensive foul. Allows Parrish to slide in there to the hoop. Good block by Kevin McHale.
28 seconds remaining in the quarter. Down to 15 on the shot clock. Jordan puts a move and almost lost it. Gained it back and ended up with a bucket.
All's well ends well. Kind of sloppy. Dennis Johnson with a smile. Jordan with 2 points.
Ainge quarter court near side. They double team him. 10 seconds remaining. Down to 6 seconds. It's Wedman, no. And fighting with it down there. Woolridge against Parrish. Turnaround, no. Bouncing it around, and the buzzer says that the quarter is over. So the Bulls battle back. They were down by 11 at the end of the quarter. They bounced back in good shape. Boston leading the Bulls 34-28.
Seems that Boston's always coming up with those gems to find something they might need in order to make them the champions again. Ray Williams, good offensive producer.
He's number 20, and he's in the game for the first time. Just signed a week or so ago, coming from the Knicks. Oh, give it. No.
Little help from Danny Ainge. Causes Earl Strom to make the call. Kevin not happy, I think, not because he didn't feel it was goaltending, because Danny Ainge made the call.
All right, they said he was up in that cellar, so it's still 34-28. Same way we left you to open the quarter. Kite, number 50, is in.
Notice how they bring Williams and Kite in with Larry Bird.
And look at Bird. He just gets back in, makes himself felt in a hurry, gives him 7.
Second in the league in scoring, 28.1. Third in free throw percentage, 86. First in three-point percentage, 30 plus the last 9 out of 10 games.
The Q-man, Quentin Daly, is up at the scorer's table. Woolridge battling to hang onto that ball. Gets it to Oldham. He's going to take it in. Fade? No. Steve Johnson tried to go up. Timing was a little off. Didn't come down with it. So Williams will bring it up for the Celtics. Good job by Oldham again.
Oldham can block him.
Look out here. Don't get the sound man hurt.
Look out. Nice block by Oldham. Oldham playing a super game last night with 6 blocks against Washington. Coming off the bench, getting a lot of time now. Played more time than any other center on the club last night. Foul in the backcourt. Bulls will take it out.
Matthews and Daly are the guards right now. Jordan has moved up front. That'll go for Johnson, even though it was a little bit tipped.
Kite just annihilated Larry Bird when he tried to come over and block the shot. Larry said, hey, you're on my team.
36-30 Boston. Ainge against Daly.
Wedman trying to post up, not really a post-up player.
Bird going to take it, and he will get it.
Not bad defense by Steve Johnson. He looks at Kevin Locker and he says, what can I do?
38-30 Boston. Joining us a little late for one reason or another. They led by 11 about 2/3 of the way through the first quarter. Bulls cut it to 6. Now they got to back up to an 8-point lead to the Celtics. Oldham going to spin it too hard.
Oldham, nice moves. No finish on either one of them. Boston on a break.
No touch at the end. Ainge, he fell to the court and traveled.
Yeah, he did, but he's doing fine now.
All right, Matthews comes back, takes it clear to the far side. Oldham comes out on top to help. Looking underneath for Jordan, dotted line, and it'll fall for Michael.
A little double clutch for Michael, posting up a taller Scott Wedman.
All right, back to a 6-point difference. That's the closest the Bulls have been able to get. Johnson getting ready to come back into the guard for Boston. Kite way out on top against Oldham. Williams, quarter-court far side, alley-oop it to Wedman. Got to take a reverse, and he'll get it.
Oldham trying to come down from the high post to help. Should have been Steve Johnson. Johnson too concerned with Bird on the weak side. I can understand why.
Jordan pulls up. Did everything but finish it off with a bucket. Daly takes it up. Too hard off the glass. Oldham tried to tap it, but Bird comes down. Haynes, Williams, and Ray Williams gets the streak to the bucket and his first points of the night. 42-32, they push it right back up to 10. McHale getting ready to come back in for the Celtics. Matthews down in the tall timber.
Oh, nice
but reversed
move.
and made a beautiful play.
Good play. Got a nice screen out top from Daly. He just took it all the way to the hoop and reversed weak side.
42-34 Boston. Ray Williams has a brother Gus playing in the league, as I'm sure all NBA fans know. Ray Williams out of Minnesota.
Oh,
good
Oldham.
job by Oldham again. I tell you, the last month he's done that as good as anybody. Tried to give it to a trailer, but Bird was there to break it up. He's everywhere. Bird going to pull up and let it go, and Bird will get it. And Bird has 11.
Wes Matthews penetrated too far on the fast break. He's going to stop at the free throw line, wait for his men to fill the lanes, not try to force it.
He's favoring a hip right now, as though he might have landed on that hip pointer. Jordan against Wedman. Quentin Daly wanted to give it to Johnson, but too short, broken up, but there's Williams to give it to Wedman. Wedman changed hands, and Wedman has 4.
Close to St. Patrick's Day, luck of the Irish. Not a very pretty break, but it ended up with 2 points.
Timeout Chicago as Boston has put on a run here, and Boston now leading by 12. All right. We told you that Matthews was suffering a little. They've gotten him out of there, so Watley is back in. Oldham way out on top. Now Watley going to take it from 22 and rattles it.
Little Mo must feel it tonight. That's his 3rd long jumper.
Gives him 6. 10-point difference, Boston over the Bulls.
Did Alabama win in the SEC tournament? He must really feel his oats.
Williams makes a move to the dotted line.
They're going to take advantage of his size. 6'5", Williams strong. Mo Watley, 6'1", 175. They're going to post him up. He needs help.
Daly against Johnson. Oh, bad pass. Going to be saved. Uh-oh, look out. collision course. Williams, he hung on to him to make sure he didn't hurt him. Up. Daly against Johnson. Looking underneath. Nothing doing there. Now the alley-oop it to Johnson. He's going to put it in. And Johnson has 4 for the evening.
Working on Larry Bird, trying to make him work defensively, so he may be a little tired offensively. Bulls in a press.
Leading scorer in the game is
There's a
13.
great steal.
Look at that.
Dennis Johnson telegraphed that pass, drew back one-handed. Steve Johnson read it all the way. Nice play.
5 for Johnson. Now Dennis Johnson with the ball. Wedman, 2, no. Slapped up by Bird. Out of bounds it goes. Bulls ball. Quentin Daly will go down to trigger it. Bulls are trailing 48-40. The closest they were able to get was 6, but then Boston ran off 6 in a hurry to build it up to 12. At the moment, it's 48-40. Boston over Chicago at the Boston Garden.
Yep. Woolridge moved after Daly came through the pick. Played last night.
And
Boston
both traveled.
Boston in New York and Chicago at home. So not the quality you'd like to see early in the first half.
Dennis Johnson, not this time. Parrish is there. Going to give him, I thought he was going to take it again, but he spotted Bird, and that made it look easy, and Bird has 13. He and Parrish are now tied.
Steve Johnson thought he was going to take it too, caught him flat-footed. Larry Bird slides to the hoop. Bulls need to rebound.
50-40. Celtics over Bulls. Oh, almost traveled. Woolridge 17 feet, yes, and Woolridge has 9 to lead the Bulls.
Bulls on a break. No almost travel there. Watley on a walk. Orlando on the hoop.
Double team on McHale. Takes it back out to Johnson. And a give and go, but Bird will fake it, then give it to Johnson. A lot of passing, but they end up not getting it. Quentin Daly coming up. Watley looks to the lane, takes it in, flipped it with the left hand, really didn't get a good release. As a result, Bird comes down with it, gets it to Dennis Johnson, and over Steve Johnson. Dennis Johnson has 4 for the night.
Tough shot by Dennis Johnson. Wasn't much help coming down. He felt he was going to hit it, so he fired.
Dave Corzine at the scorer's table. Steve Johnson, quarter-court far side. Woolridge going to make a move.
Good,
and made a beautiful move. Indeed, he has 11.
Orlando with fire in his eyes. Good, strong move using the left hand, using his right arm to protect the ball as he took it to the hoop. Let's take a look at it. Orlando wanted it bad. Watch the left arm going up. Uses the right arm to protect it. Nice move by Orlando.
Foul on Bird was his first. Woolridge trying for the three-point play. He has 11 for the evening. Make it a dozen.
Bulls with some full court pressure here.
Parrish needs a guard. Finds Dennis Johnson right behind him. Get it up to Bird. Fakes it. Now he started to put a move. Then as they went through the paint, Boston had called timeout before the pass. All right, Boston now after the timeout. They're in front 52-45 over the Bulls. Bird in the corner. That's 3 if it goes. Didn't. And Daly off on the weak side with the board. Bulls now coming up, trying to cut it to 5. That would be the closest they'd been in a while. In quite a while, as a matter of fact. Daly against Johnson. Uh-oh, Parrish, and the big guy with a 12-foot gate. Parrish with 15.
That's what happens when you don't have that continuity on offense. You're sitting around looking for people to do stuff. You telegraph passes, and the result.
That's a 4-point swing. Instead of cutting it to 5, it's 9, and here they come again. Every time you think you're going to make a move, and the Birdman didn't get this one, hit by McHale. McHale with 8. His first in the quarter. And instead of being down to 5, Boston has put it back up to an 11-point difference.
The Ides of March smiling on Kevin McHale. He's still hot.
Corzine had it slapped away by Bird. Long down court to Dennis Johnson. Near side, Ainge underneath McHale. Holy Toledo, the Celtics are showing you why they put the World Championship banners all over this place.
Kevin will call a 20-second timeout right here. Try to calm things down. You might as well use it.
Because the crowd is really souping it up in here now.
3:12 to go in the first half.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Kohler for sure. Jonathan is here and is going to be the host of the media after the game. Michael Jordan back in, gets it to Watley, looking for something to do with it, and did the wrong thing. Intercepted by Jordan.
Intercepted, I'd say so.
puts his move and gets his bucket.
Super individual effort by Michael Jordan. Picked it off in midair. A lot of football scouts like to see him in the defensive backfield.
Boy, oh boy, 10 points for Michael. It's 58-47 Boston. 2:35 remaining in the second quarter.
I don't think defensive backs get paid that much.
He almost broke it up again. He didn't get it, but he tipped it to where Woolridge could get it to Watley. Bulls trailing 58-47, approaching the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. Steve Johnson, baby hook, baseline, too hard.
Tough
Taken
shot.
off by Bird. Man, oh man, Bird is everywhere. Down to McHale, and he's got it. McHale with a dozen.
Larry Bird, super lead pass. We got two football players, a quarterback and a defensive safety.
All of a sudden, he has 13. So does Bird. Parrish has 15. The leader for the Bulls is Woolridge with a dozen. Jordan has 10. That's the way it's gone here as we're getting ready to go under 2 minutes in the second quarter at the Boston Garden. Jordan outside. Little illegal D.
Well, you got Corzine and Greenwood standing outside the three-point shot. Earl Strom telling Casey Jones, trust me. When they have to come out farther and pick them up is what he's telling them.
Oh, Bird almost slapped it away, but Corzine gave it to Woolridge, and Woolridge will roll it, and Woolridge has 14 to lead the Bulls.
Bird's gamble caused that breakdown in Orlando's layup.
Johnson to Bird in the corner. Did it roll? No. Haynes tried to bring it off on the near side, but slapped away by Watley, and Watley with it. Off of the right wing, Jordan pulls up dotted line. Fades, jumper got it, and Jordan has a dozen.
Bulls within 10.
They were down by 14. That was the biggest deficit. The biggest play to me was when they had a chance to come down and cut it to 5.
Well, they had two steals in a row, ignited two breaks.
You bet it did, and that
Bulls
really turned it around for Boston again.
Bulls trying to do the same with some trapping defense.
Parrish can and does get it on the side. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bird tried to battle for it. Does end up with it. Shoots it up. It won't go, but he's fouled on the baseline.
Bird trying to get everybody out of their shoes with a little shuffle fake. And game this week will be my halftime guest. Quite a character.
Oh, yes. Bird now with 14.
In play one, gotta leave his hands.
Gotta leave his hands. I'm sure you all heard that. You can bet on that.
Bird with 15 as he converts them both from the line at 63-51.
I don't think I've ever seen a free throw that guys did wait.
Hold him out on top. Perry says, you're not going to do anything with it out there. Watley takes a look, then makes a move. Ooh, look at Orlando. He's got fire in his eyes tonight, and he has 16, and he's the leader in the game.
Larry Bird trying to gamble. Orlando kept him away with his right arm. Nice move.
Stripped, and here comes Michael Jordan.
Jordan's third steal tonight. Of course, he's third in the league.
That'll go for Michael, coast to coast.
Baseline to baseline. Michael Jordan trying to ignite the Bulls to take some kind of momentum into the locker room.
34 seconds remaining in the half. Jordan now with 14. Woolridge with 16. That's 3 if it goes, and it doesn't go. McHale had it and slapped it out of bounds. Couldn't hang on. And the Bulls will bring it up with 26 seconds remaining in the first half. 63-55 Boston. A couple of times looked like they were going to run away and hide completely as Kevin Lockery directs the traffic. 14 on the shot clock. It's just about even, as a matter of fact, for the big clock and the shot clock. Just about a beat off, that's all. Jordan in the paint, pulls up, and he's got it. He's got 16.
Do it all, Michael.
63-57. They've cut it down to 6. Oh, it's picked up by Watley, and he lets it fly. Whoa! Worth the gamble, though, wasn't it? And so, the first half is over. The score, the Boston Celtics 63, the Chicago Bulls. Here we go. Second half is underway. Jordan quarter court on the far side as Watley moved down the lane without the ball, but weren't able to make anything happen, so Corzine will hook it up, and hook it he does.
They go right at Dave right at the beginning of both the first half and the second half. the last few ball games, Dave, on a sweet jump hook.
And 4 down is the closest they have been since the opening couple of minutes, Crash. Ainge against Watley. Johnson comes in behind the pick. It dissolves. He's just holding on against Jordan. Looking now for somebody to move. Maybe he'll make a move himself. He does. He fires, and he did not get it. He just beat the 24-second clock. Watley looking. Greenwood will fire. Greenwood will get it. Greenwood with 4. He only had 1 bucket. That was early in the game. It's a 2-point game, folks.
Good execution on a break that time. Watley got David Greenwood in stride for the jumper.
Dennis Johnson over on the far side. Alley-oops to McHale. He got it loose, and that'll be goaltending against Corzine.
Good help from Dave a little late. McHale continues.
He has 15, so they have 3 players with 15.
Dave just a tad late, gets over there.
All right, it is 65-61 Boston. Played about a minute and a half here in the second half. Corzine takes it back out to O. 20-footer, no. The radar was way off. I think O thought he was fouled.
Well, O's improved his jump shot a lot, and you rarely see him miss the entire thing.
65-61 Boston. Celtics with the ball as Dennis Johnson comes up against Jordan. Ainge, who did the good outside shooting early. That was saved on that tip pass by Bird. Bird turns around, no. Corzine with it. Needs a guard. Watley slips in behind to help. Enos Watley, second year out of Alabama for the Crimson Tide against Ainge out of Brigham Young. Corzine, 20-footer. Nope, too hard off the back.
You're going to live and die by that jump shot. You got to work the ball down low, get better shots.
Bird makes a move, then fakes it, and the good bounce pass to Parrish. And that was a travel.
Good help from Jordan again. Jordan's everywhere tonight. Came across, bothered Parrish. He traveled. Bulls ball.
65-61. They got as close as 2. They trailed by 6 at intermission. Jordan, no. Didn't have the good angle on it that time. You could tell from our angle looking at him that it was going to be off to the side. He just didn't have the good follow-through.
I'm surprised Dennis Johnson followed him around the pick. When you follow a guy around the pick, you usually give him the avenue to the hoop. I think they'd go behind the pick and make Michael shoot the jumpers.
Bird, no, from 18. Taken down by Greenwood. Both clubs here not able to hit it with any consistency in the opening minutes of the second half. We have 9:25 remaining in the third quarter. Bulls trailing by 4. Woolridge. Yes, O has 18, and he is the leader in the game, and it's back to a -2. And the natives are getting restless here now. McHale turnaround, no. Corzine with it. Bulls come down with a chance to tie with 9:02 remaining third quarter. Michael Jordan, quarter court far side, looking to make a move. Johnson on him this time instead of Ainge. Now Watley against Ainge. Over in the corner to O. O flies. O got it. We're tied. 65 all, believe it or not. And Casey Jones says, I gotta have a timeout. Oh, might be barbecued this time as McHale gets to Parrish.
Going to give away a lot of product, too.
Oh, I know you are.
3 grills and foul play. I like that.
Oh, my goodness. What a job by Greenwood there.
Bulls look like they've gotten a little bit, the juices going here. They're back in the ball game, obviously, and hustling, and that's the key on the road.
And have a chance to go in front. Greenwood looking inside, no. Bounce pass Woolridge. Turn around on Bird, no.
David
pushed off, I believe.
Yeah. David said you caught the second guy. Wasn't happy. Loose ball foul on Corzine. You watch it. Left arm pushing off. There it is. A little love tap there as McHale starts to jump. And when you're in the air, it doesn't take much. Celtics flat-footed.
Believe it or not, first foul by Corzine. Parrish puts a move on David. It wouldn't fall. McHale kept it alive for Parrish. Parrish couldn't get it the second time. McHale almost had it on the baseline. Watley stripped him. Here comes Lil Mo. Looks off near side Woolridge. Woolridge takes it back out. Watley had it down in, but didn't have a shot. Jordan got Corzine.
Nice move.
Put it in.
Nice move by Dave Corzine, flashing in the middle. Used his strength on a, looks like a tired Robert Parrish to slice into the middle.
67-65 Chicago.
Look at McHale and Greenwood battling.
Bulls have outscored them 10-2 in this quarter. Parrish, yes. Parrish with 17, and he is their leader, and we're tied at 67. It's only the third tie of the night, by the way.
Jordan scoreless this half. I think you'll see him get the ball in a position to score on this play.
Woolridge leads with 20. Oh, spins off. You had it called, but Corzine works for it and gets it.
Dave coming to life.
10 points for Corzine. I think David needed a little breather. He seemed to be a little dead on his feet in the first half. A little more lively here now. Maybe that call that he thought he shouldn't have had woke him up.
Celtics in a 1-4 set.
Dennis Johnson looking inside, faked it. Now he's going to take it because they left him alone, but he was too alone, and Corzine trying to get it.
Well, once he uses up his dribble, Jordan has probably been given instructions to back off him and make him shoot out there rather than allow Larry Bird to get the ball posted up.
Parrish picks up his second foul. Parrish goes to the sideline as Greg Kite, second-year man out of Brigham Young, has come into center for the Boston Celtics. Bulls are leading 69-67. Watley Woolridge almost lost it. Got hands on enough to save it. Corzine, no. Slapping it around, and Ainge comes out of there with it for Boston. Boston trailing by 2. Ainge will fire, not this time. McHale, and a loose ball.
Kevin Lockery on the call, helping out Jim Capers. Dave Corzine out there shooting those long jump shots. I don't think Coach Lockery wants to see that. Would rather see Dave underneath the hoop banging on Kite.
So McHale picks up his second foul. Bulls are leading by 2 with 5:55 remaining in the third quarter. It's been a good quarter for the Bulls. Jordan underneath, but it hit the bottom. He tried to take it back up and got hammered. Got it in the ear, didn't he?
Larry Bird over to help on the play. Nice job. Jordan 1-on-3. Jordan scoreless this half, trying to get off the snide into the game. Look at Larry on a bump, no block, but Jordan's quick hands gets it back. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
But called the foul on Kite, his first. Free throw good by Jordan, gives him 17, and as Kreis pointed out, first time he's been able to get it into the hoop in this third quarter. Got them both. He has 18. Woolridge has 20. Their leader is Parrish with 17, and he's on the bench right now. Bulls are leading it by 4. How about that?
Larry Bird also on the snide right now, scoreless in this half.
Moving it around to Ainge. Looking under, nothing there.
Of course, I thought David Greenwood did a good job on him before he got 2 quick fouls in the first half.
Bird fakes it, then weak side is 3 points if it goes.
No, 3 seconds. 3 seconds
Yep.
on Kite.
That's right.
See, Kite thought Bird was going to take the shot, slid into the middle, and it just took too long to swing it all the way around. Good call by Jim Capers.
Yes, sir. Moved right in. Instead of a 3-point bucket, it's a 3-point call. Casey Jones didn't care much for that. And the Bulls leading by 4, 71-67, with 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. Jordan against Johnson. Now moves on Kite to Greenwood, filling the lane, and a foul. I think Kite was in there again.
Good slice by Greenwood. He saw the double team on Jordan. Slice to the hoop, either to get the rebound from a Jordan missed shot or to come over when Jordan is double teamed. There's Kite moving into Greenwood. Of course, the man with the ball has the right of way.
So Kite picking up his second foul here in the last minute. Greenwood's free throw is there. He has 5-3 in the quarter, and it's 72-67. And we've got a timeout on the floor called by Boston. That's when the timeout was called by Boston.
I like to have the ice distributorship at the stadium after that game.
Ah, yeah. Soak those tired puppies in a bucket. Greenwood got them both. He has 6, and he has 4 in the quarter. And the Bulls are leading by 6. This is a 12-point swing.
Greenwood with 4. The Celtics with 4 this half.
Isn't that something? All right, stay with us here on Channel 9.
That may be where, you know, the playing the 5 men for 40 minutes last night comes in to play.
Fade away by Ainge, baseline, no. Greenwood with a weak side board. Jordan looking. Jordan pulls up. Jordan almost got knocked down, picks up the ball, gets it back to Watley, near side Greenwood.
That was a foul, definitely, but with Earl Strom officiating, he lets him play.
No harm, no foul, huh? Bulls leading 73-67, 4:30 remaining in the third quarter.
5 on the shot clock, got to get it up.
Here's Woolridge, he'll take it. Woolridge will get it, and O has 22, and it is an 8-point lead. Boy, what a turnaround in this quarter.
This is where you really want to dig in and play some good defense to Chicago. Don't let them off.
That's right. Bird, you don't want to let him get going, but he just did. He gets more good bounces.
Oh, that's because you got good form, got good follow-through, good spin on the ball.
His first points of this half.
The ball hits the rim, it dies up there. Larry Bird got a nice touch.
75-69, Chicago over Boston at the Garden. Tried to lead Michael, but down a little low, he couldn't handle it.
Well, that's a tough pass. In order to make that backdoor pass with a guy that close, you need to make a bounce pass. Mo Watley had the ball over his head, tried to flick it through unsuccessfully.
Ray Williams into the guard, and Dennis Johnson goes out for Boston.
Same play for Bird, no good.
All right, Corzine with the board. Needs a guard, gets it to Watley. 3:30 remaining in this third quarter. The Bulls have turned it around in this quarter.
Celtics need some offense. You might see a Ray Williams, a Scott Wedman, maybe Parrish back in.
Yeah, Wedman's getting ready to go to the scorer's table.
Got to be a jump ball.
That's what it is. Wedman now reporting.
Let's take a look at it. Dave Corzine, a big guy. You got to keep that ball up high. He puts it on the floor, gets it down low where those little guys can get at it. Larry Bird on the tap. Maybe that should have been nothing. I don't know.
Well, McHale might play the post here now. They win the tip. Wedman's up front with Bird. McHale's in the middle. Going to try something different is Casey Jones. That's Bird. He lets it fly, and not this time as Greenwood's there to haul it down for the Bulls.
Larry's having trouble finding range. Only a 42% field goal shooter against the Bulls, 51 for the season.
All right, as Jordan makes a move, pulls up, hangs, no. Slapped up by Corzine, no. McHale with it, hands it to Ray Williams. Into the top of the key, into the paint, and a whistle.
Enos Watley on the slab, got Ray Williams going to the hoop.
Williams to Bird, got loose, baseline changed hands, didn't go. McHale, he'll take it up, and he'll get hammered.
Orlando says you're going to have to earn them. I'll tell you what, this is a tough physical game for both of these Cubs coming off a game last night and having to travel today. They are banging them.
All right. Woolridge picking up his second foul of the night. Bird is going to get a rest. So McHale will go back to a forward. Parrish comes back into play center for the Celtics.
Because the Celtics
Buckner going to give Ainge a rest here.
Because the Celtics are missing a guy like Cornbread Maxwell, it throws their whole substitution off kind of wacky. McHale usually can play a lot of center, but therefore tonight cannot because he started forward. You have to come into a guy like Kite, a second-year man from BYU, weakens you tremendously.
McHale missing the free throw. Oldham is in at center for the Bulls, giving Corzine a breather, who's played a great quarter. McHale gets that one and gives him 16 for the evening. Bird has 17, Perry 17. The leader in the game is Woolridge with 22. Jordan has 18. Bulls are leading by 5, 75-70. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Woolridge let her fly, wouldn't spin and fall, and the whistle.
He wanted to continue.
Bailey is off the bench and near the scorer's table for the Bulls.
Be nice to see him get some offense from Quentin this half. He's coming in for Michael Jordan. Give him a little blow. Big shoes to fill. They need Quentin's jumper here.
Woolridge going for his 24th point. If he gets it, that'll put him right over his average, and he's got it. 24 for Orlando Woolridge. Bulls lead it by 7. Buckner in for the first time tonight. Wedman, McHale trying to put a move on Greenwood and does with that baby hook. McHale with 18.
Jump hook, tough to play defense against.
McHale is now their leading scorer. 18 in the game, 5 in the quarter. Bulls leading by 5 and with the ball. Greenwood spins off, no. Taken down by Williams. Celtics want to run it up. Ray Williams with it, trying to make something happen. Cross country, Buckner. Yep. So Buckner just in the last minute gets it. Buckner out of Indiana, class of 76, from Dalton's Thornridge High School.
Quinn had a little tonsillitis for the last 5 games, averaging about 10 points a game. Playing better basketball for the Celtics.
Boston now back within 3. They were down by 8 at one time. That'll go for the Q-man, who was held scoreless in the first half. 79-74 Chicago. We're approaching the 1-minute mark in the third quarter.
Quentin coming off the bench, giving the Bulls what they need. Quentin really looks slimmed down from midseason.
Wedman, McHale had it slapped away by Daly.
Good help defensively. Some nights you wouldn't get away with that reach. Tonight, you will. Watch Greenwood and McHale. Are they shoving in there? They're pushing and shoving. It's the only way you can guard Kevin McHale. You can't allow him to have the position he wants.
Greenwood there, and then a foul. Watley went over to help, and then Greenwood fouled him.
Out of bounds. Watch him there in the middle of your screen. David, nice job there. McHale sneaks inside. Should have got help from Oldham. He shouldn't have allowed him to throw that pass that easily.
And by forcing McHale that time, he put a little more on it than he wanted to, but it went out of bounds, touched last by a Bull, and Wedman will trigger for the Celtics. Gets it into Williams. He's in three-point territory, but now he steps on the line. McHale wants to make a move, and good help by Daly, but a foul was called. That'll be Greenwood, I'm afraid. And if it is, that's 4 on him.
Well, they might as well go to the hot man. Kevin McHale, they're really trying to push him on David Greenwood, who I think has done a very good job on Kevin. Kevin not scoring very many of his 18 points on David Greenwood, being held to 5 this half so far.
Steve Johnson going to come in for him, and Watley goes out. So Daly and Jordan now will be the guards as Michael comes back in for the Bulls.
Steve Johnson, of course, the 4th year out of Oregon State, starter most of the year, 55% field goal percentage, 70 from the line. But he has his job cut out defensively tonight with Kevin McHale.
49 seconds remaining in the third quarter. McHale nails it. He has 20. He's their leader. Woolridge leads in the game with 24. It's a 3-point game, Chicago. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Jordan, with only 2 free throws this quarter, needs to get some room to shoot. There's the Q-man.
Good move by Daly, and he has 4 all in the quarter. 81-76 Bulls. 30 seconds remaining. Buckner, he's going to try it again. Wouldn't fall for him. Look at Oldham go up and get the board.
Get it to a guard, Joanne.
Yes, sir. He was looking for one. He didn't want to dribble it more than once or twice. So we're down to 20 seconds, 14 on the shot clock.
1-4 spread. Michael will go one-on-one, waiting for the double team. Then the big men will slide to the hoop. The others will wait for the jumper.
He put a move on Williams. Passed off to Oldham. He'll let it go, and it won't go. And with 4 seconds, 3. And good job by Jordan to keep him from taking it down to get the bucket. And we played 3 quarters. And the Bulls with a marvelous quarter. Lead at the end of 3. Bulls 81, Boston 76.
Heard it while playing a round ball.
And it was right after you gave him some tips on how to make his free throws. No connection, however, folks. We've got a quarter to go in this one. Bird, and that'll be goaltending.
Well, they set up the triangle over there. Of course, Johnson trying to front Bird. Bird holds him off. They move the ball. Jawan Oldham too late on the help. They had to get Larry Bird off.
Bird has 19 in the game. Quentin Daly, quarter court far side against Williams. Steve Johnson trying to make a move and did, but it wouldn't fall. Johnson tried to tap it again. It was partially blocked. Here come the Celtics with a chance to get within 1. Fired and good by Williams.
I'd call a 20-second timeout right now.
It's a 1-point game, Bulls,
Boston,
81-80.
Boston makes runs. That's all they do. They're going to spread it for Michael Jordan.
Watley, Quentin Daly, no. Now Bird comes up. Boston in their garden with a chance to reclaim the lead after being down by 8. Their biggest lead was 14 in the second quarter.
They're going to get Steve Johnson on a push, but Larry Bird hooked him on that play. Would have been called for an offensive foul. Let's look at it. Johnson pushes him right before, but watch Bird hook with his left arm here as he spins. Bingo, there it is. There's the hook on Steve Johnson's hip, but the foul was called before it.
Now you've got 3 guards in there. Jordan's playing a forward. Williams faked it, and it would not go after he did the double pump. And here they come again.
Williams on a grab in the backcourt. Molested Watley on the play. Earl Strom a little late on the call. 15 whistles from the Bulls bench.
Watley going to bring it up now against Buckner. Bulls leading 81-80. 10:40 remaining in the game at the Boston Garden as you watch it on Channel 9. Remember the news after the game. Daly flips it to Jordan. Nope. Taken down by Parrish. Big board right there for Boston.
Michael having trouble in the second half. Only 2 free throws for Jordan.
That's right. Has not been able to score from the field. Bird will take it, and Bird will get it. Bird with 21, and it's 82-81, and Kevin Lockery needs and gets a timeout. With 10:16 remaining at the game, Boston has gone back in front.
A poster of Michael Jordan.
All right, here we go. Woolridge to Daly. Daly got to get his trigger hand going. Jordan faked it on Wedman, takes it in, try to reverse, but Bird was there to slap it. Now he takes it again, and by golly, he got it.
Michael on his own rebound gets the shot back up. He's got to learn, though, when you got this type of game being officiated, letting a little rubber, which I like.
Oh, look at him there. Daly.
That's about his 6th or 7th steal tonight.
Well, if it is,
he's gotten 5 of his own, but he's knocked 2 or 3 others away.
He's up toward 150 steals for the year. He slips it off this time to Daly. No, wouldn't roll. Oldham tried to tap it, it wouldn't drop. Buckner brought it up in a hurry. Turns around, gets it to Bird. Slapped away by Jordan. And Woolridge kept it alive. Oldham, give it up. And off the foot of Jordan. They could have had an easy bucket there.
They had the numbers. Juwan Oldham handled it, I believe, just a little too long here. Jordan again with his hand on the ball. May not get credit for the steal, but it was he who did it. Bird upside down.
So the 22nd timeout right here. It's 83-82 Chicago.
Michael Bob Boozer, Flynn Robinson, Bob Love, Clifford Ray, Jack Marin, and more.
All right, Buckner to Johnson, who's back into the guard. Danny Ainge has reported to the scorer's table. Bird from 20. Bird's there. 23 for Bird, and 84-83 Boston.
Yeah, I think you may need Greenwood back in the game. David bangs with Larry Bird and, stops him some. I'd like to get Greenwood back in here fairly quickly.
All right, Woolridge against Bird. And a turnaround, the jumper baseline, no. Taken down by Parrish. He's gotten 2 big boards in the last minute, hasn't he?
That's right, and, we noticed the deficit in the first half. Bulls favored in the third quarter on rebounds.
Bird again. Bird with 25. And just like that, 8 points in this quarter for Bird. That's 6 more than the Bulls have scored as a team in the quarter. Greenwood and Corzine at the scorer's table along with Ainge and McHale.
Got to be careful. Don't go one-on-one here. Run some offense. Make Boston work on defense because they're hot.
Watley hadn't been heard from in a while, and he has 8 in the game, his first in the second half. 1 point lead, Boston, 86-85. 8 minutes remaining in the game. Bird.
Good block by Oldham.
Yes,
Good help.
Daly looking, a man on the wing, and he's grabbed from behind.
Now, they're not going to give him 2 shots, but I'll tell you what, I would allow in the rules for the referee to be able to make a decision. Now, Earl Strom called that by the book. There's no doubt about it. Watch the defensive man is out in front. Watch Oldham on the block here. Good help from Juwan off of Parrish. Now they're going to get it up on the break. Here it goes. Daly has a 2-on-1, and Buckner fouls him from behind, so they don't get the 2-on-1 play. Smart move by Buckner, but I'd like to see the rules changed on that play and let the ref make that call.
All right, Corzine and Greenwood are back in. Jordan makes a move, pulls up, forces it. It'll go. Yes, sir, it'll go.
Could get Michael off the snide.
Jordan with 22.
It's his second field goal. Here it is. Gets McHale up, waits till the contact's made, off the glass, chance for a 3-point play.
Third foul on McHale, and just like that, Jordan with the 3-point play has 23, and the Bulls lead it 88-86. 88-86 Chicago with 7:35 remaining in this game. Ainge looks near side Bird. He lets it fly in a hurry too hard. Taken down by Michael Jordan. All right, the Bulls leading by 2.
He's going to run out and sell beer in between quarters. He's doing it all.
Check your uniform, take your blood pressure, do it all. When he's playing, your blood pressure is up. No.
Tough shot.
Yeah, not a good shot selection right there. 88-86 Chicago. Boston coming up trying to tie it with 7:05 remaining in the game. Woolridge came out to keep Bird from taking that shot that he likes there. Parrish got it. Parrish with 19, his first in the quarter, and we're tied at 88.
Good strong move by Robert Parrish to his left. That's tough to stop, especially when he'll swing back and take you to the hoop going right. Oh.
Well, Watley, they almost had a mix-up there, but Enos ended up with it. Woolridge wouldn't fall, but the tip by Greenwood is there. Greenwood with 8, his first in the quarter, 90-88 Chicago.
3 men helping on Orlando. Woolridge left the lanes open to the hoop for the follow shots.
Bird, boy, you got to get out there on him, because when he comes out and makes that little curl, you know he's going to let it fly. So Woolridge had to get out there on him.
You need a lot of
foul on Woolridge. Boston trailing by 2. Parrish will put a move on Corzine. No bucket this time. Greenwood with it. Ordinarily, you'd get a foul there with that reach in by Ainge, but the little guy, there was no call. Watley against Ainge.
I like it this way.
Yeah, this is your kind of game, Crash. Watley in the lane, dotted line, dishes off Greenwood. A pair for David. He has 10, and it's 92-88 Chicago. 92-88 Bulls. 5:48 remaining in the game.
Illegal defense. Dave Corzine must go out and pick up Robert Parrish when he moves out that high.
That's the
good call.
Exactly.
Good call.
You got a timeout call by the Boston Celtics with 5:46 remaining in the game. The Bulls lead it by 4.
The Pistons make their final regular season appearance at the stadium. And that's also Painter's Cap Night. But the big game, Milo, we all know, is at 6:30 Saturday. That's the reunion game.
You've got it right, and we're ready to go here. The Celtics, who have won 2 in a row with the great hot hand of McHale.
Good help by Corzine right there.
Parrish, they double team him, but he still puts it up in the air.
No
direction
no
on it. No direction on it, and Greenwood there to pick it up and give it to Watley. The Bulls are leading 92-88, and with the ball as we approach 5 minutes left in the 4th and final period at the Boston Garden. Greenwood was looking back door, nothing doing there. Woolridge dotted line, it will not spin. It'll spin off instead of rolling down. Long down court to McHale, broken up by Greenwood. Good D by David.
David couldn't get up to intercept the pass. McHale got his hand on it. David then slithered through there, knocked the ball out of bounds to stop the fast break. Let's take a look at it. Bird always looking down floor all the time.
You'll find somebody down there. All right, let's get it back to live, and that'll be McHale.
First hoop this quarter, Kevin with 22.
It's a 2-point game. Chicago leading 92-90. The crowd trying to get in it here for the Celtics.
You're going to see this one get awful physical now, Milo.
Jordan moving around, trying to find some room, faked it, decided not to take it, takes it cross country to Watley.
5 on the shot clock.
Got to let her fly now. That'll go for Jordan. He has 25.
I don't think they wanted that shot, but Michael hit it. Needs some tough defense here.
94-90. Bulls over Celtics. 4:30 remaining in the game. Parrish alone as he got by. And Parrish with 21-4 in the quarter. And again, it's a 2-point game, Chicago.
Going to need some help on Robert Parrish and Larry Bird playing a 2-on-2 game. Parrish continually getting the good position.
22-footer, good by Jordan, and he has 27.
Nice pick from Corzine.
4-point lead, Bulls. 96-92. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. Bird, Woolridge out there to keep him from taking that shot that he loves to take, especially when he's trying to spur him. Ainge got it.
I think what they need to do at that particular situation is leave Dennis Johnson the shot and try to protect on Danny Ainge. They rotated defensively and left Ainge open.
Remember how hot Ainge was when he got those 4 quick buckets in the first quarter? That's the first time he scored since.
Oh, shoot
Watley
the ball.
Tried to take it, but then didn't put it up off the glass to get the shooting foul.
Danny Ainge on the pushing foul. Enos Watley passed off after the whistle came. Should have just flipped it up toward the goal any way he could.
96-94 Bulls. Ainge picking up his first foul of the night. Woolridge will trigger. Corzine there, looking for a guard. There's Greenwood. Jordan against Johnson. looking for Woolridge to move for him, and taken down. Here comes Ames, and he won't get it. There to get his own. Johnson, 14-footer, yes. Johnson with 6, his first in the second half, and we're tied at 96.
Good hustle by David Greenwood to follow the play, but still Celtics get the rebound and hit the jumper.
3:10 remaining in this game. We're tied. Woolridge was fouled.
Maybe we're going to start calling him a little bit closer. They're going to give him 2 shots going to the basket. Orlando a chance to put the Bulls back up.
Orlando Woolridge with 24. Jordan has 27. Bird has 25. McHale 22. Parrish 21. 25 for O, his first points in this quarter. Bulls are leading 97-96. 26 for Orlando. He's an over an 80% free throw shooter with his free throw shooting tonight. Bird against Woolridge, makes a move. Swing it far side, Ainge in the corner. Won't go.
Look at him shoving.
Who are they going to give it to?
Well, you're going to get it because you're at home. You're going to get the break.
He got shoved first. And Lockery is beside himself.
Well, he doesn't want to get a technical here. This wants to make himself vocal. Let's look at it. Ball up on the glass. Can't see much there. They called Greenwood over Bird.
And 5 fouls on David Greenwood. Parrish with a move.
That's a walk.
And he took a walk.
Oh, yeah, you got to put it up, big guy.
That's right.
Big break for the Bulls. They're up by 2 with the ball.
Parrish indecision cost him the travel right there. And a 20-second timeout for the Chicago Bulls with 2:40 remaining in this game. And we're going to keep it right here. The Bulls are leading by 2. 2:40 remaining in this game. Watley in between the rings against Ainge. On a running clock that shows 2:30 remaining. Woolridge down in under, and he has been fouled.
Earl didn't want to make the call, but it was a lot of contact. He made it. Orlando, good strong move on Bird with help from Ainge. Gets fouled. Let's look at it. Good spin move. There's the foul right there. Larry Bird comes down. Danny Ainge trying to officiate. Doesn't do any good with Earl.
Free throw good by Woolridge, gives him 27, so he's tied with Jordan for the scoring honors right now. Bird picking up his second foul, and there's 28 for Woolridge.
This is where the wheels start to turn on the bench. 2:25 to go. Bulls by 4. It's strategy city now.
You bet it is. Trying to break a 12-game losing streak on the road. Parrish got
Boom.
it. Parrish with 23.
The Chief is smoking, getting too good a position down low on Corzine, but a lot of that is because Larry Bird's roaming around down there, and Corzine has to help.
And an always sold-out Boston Garden trying to rev up the Celtics. Michael Jordan traveled. He didn't ready to cut back in, make a little loop, or go along the baseline, and in his indecision, he traveled.
Right, indecision is the word. He was going to take the jumper, didn't, because McHale came out. He did travel on the play.
We're under 2 minutes. 1:50 remaining in this game. Boston trailing by 2 and with the ball. Bulls lead at 198. Johnson looking for a backdoor, nothing there, but Bird, there's where he comes out in circles. Won't go. Parrish down, and a whistle as Corzine and Watley that were there beside him.
Well, the Bulls bench is really upset on that call. They thought Robert Parrish walked on the play before Corzine fouled him. Let's take a look at it. Bird on a tough shot, 2.5-pointer.
That'll be the second foul on Corzine now.
There's Parrish. They think he walked. He might have. Earl Strom, I like this move. Going over and telling Kevin to calm down, not calling a technical, which might affect the outcome of the ball game.
All right, Parrish at the line. 75% free throw shooter. He's got 23 points. Rolled off. 198 Chicago. 139 remaining in this game. Parrish converts to salvage. Gives him 24 for the night. It's a 1-point game, Bulls. Watley against Ainge, quarter court far side. Jordan out on top. Woolridge.
Take it to the basket. No jumpers here. 7 on the clock. That's it.
That's the way to do it, and Jordan has 29. He's the leader in the game, and the Bulls lead by 3.
Boston with an elderly, savvy team, not having to call timeout. They know what to do.
There's Bird. Gave it to Johnson. He overran the ball, and as a result, traveled.
Just as the words come out of my mouth, as being a savvy team, Larry Bird misread Dennis Johnson, who had the avenue to the hoop because of the double team, walked.
1 minute remaining in this game. We're under 1 minute. Jordan outside, holding on a moment. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cross-country Greenwood. Gives it to Watley.
Smart
Running
move.
a little board right here. Taking something off the clock. Watley took it.
Oh.
Whoa, with 3 seconds left and a whistle.
Oh, no, I don't believe this call.
Oh, man.
I've never seen this call made.
Jim Capers made a call that fooled everybody.
I've never seen this call made in my entire career, and we may have to take a look at it when we come back.
So we'll keep it right here and see if they'll give it to us again. Kevin Lockery can't believe the call. I can guarantee you that.
Well, the right call would have been to ignore it. I've seen a lot of guys do it. Enos Watley went up for the jump shot, okay, and Dennis Johnson was running by him. And when he ran by him, Enos kind of stuck out his leg a little bit, trying to hook to get the foul. Now, hey, just let it go. We've let a lot of stuff go all night. No harm, no foul. But he calls the foul anyway, and even though Boston only gets the ball out of bounds, I don't like the call. Here's Jordan going to the hoop on that last big hoop that he scored. Nice move. Then the turnover by Boston. The Bulls used the entire clock very intelligently. I don't think they got it to the right man to shoot to. You want to get it to Michael Jordan, your stud in that situation.
But Enos saw that clock running down under 3. He says, I got to put it up.
Got to put it up. Tried to draw the foul. Jim Capers caught the act, but I think should have let it go because it would have been the same result.
All right, you've only got 46 seconds remaining in this game. 46 ticks left at the Boston Garden. 12-game losing streak on the road. We had the last win for you in December, that thrilling double overtime at New Orleans when the Atlanta Hawks were beaten by the Bulls in one of the most thrilling games we've ever had on Channel 9. All right. Corzine, Watley, Jordan, Greenwood, and Woolridge for the Bulls. The Celtics come out with McHale, Parrish, Bird, Ainge, and Johnson. You've got your starting 10 in here with 46 seconds left.
Play the good D. I don't think Boston will go for the three-point play because they have 2 possessions, but you don't know.
All right, Ainge with it against Watley. A running clock shows 40 seconds remaining in this game. Parrish turns around and did not get it.
Oh,
McHale up in there battling. Parrish tried to take it back up, and a whistle.
Boy, a physical game underneath the boards. Celtics crashing the boards. McHale and Parrish. They went low to Robert Parrish, who's been getting good position on Dave Corzine. We're not successful, but Parrish draws the foul on the follow.
Parrish now with 25. It's a 2-point game. Parrish will try to make it a 1-point game here. He does. He has 26 for the evening. It's a 1-point game, Bulls. 30 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, if you need a hoop, you got to go to your man, Michael Jordan, I would think. Michael can't get loose.
Well, they were really tagging him down underneath. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jordan has it slapped away, and a whistle and a foul from behind. Got a break there.
Well, they'll put him on the line here to shoot a pair. I would rather see a lot of continuity offense in that situation than a one-on-one move because you got people standing around not in good rebounding position, Milo. Also giving Boston good fast break position.
Third foul on Ainge. Michael Jordan's free throw is good, and he has 30.
Michael, the best free throw shooter on the club at 85.5%.
Jordan ready again. Going for 31 points. Got it. Timeout call by the Boston Celtics with only 16 ticks left. And now it is a 3-point lead for the Bulls.
Well, I think now you've got to go for the three-point play. Of course, Larry Bird, as we talked about, leads the league in three-point percentage at 45.7. That's better than a lot of guys shoot altogether.
They've got another good three-point shooter on their club, but he's not in uniform tonight. Carr, he's out with a bad ankle. He's a .450, but he's not even in uniform. And I'll tell you, this would have been his delight tonight. He loves it rough and tumble, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he does. And I also think Danny Ainge can shoot that three-point play. Of course, Dennis Johnson is infamous for being playing clutch basketball and hitting three-pointers. A big one in the playoffs here a few years back. So they've got a lot of places to go. The Bulls have to strategize, and I'm sure Kevin Lockery has worked on this, to play the three-point type defense. However, you must be concerned with giving them too easy a basket. You can't allow them to waltz to the hoop, because then you've got a one-point ball game with 14 seconds to go, and they're going to foul. So I think in this situation, you play the good, tough defense, not allowing them to have the waltz easy basket to the hoop, but just good containment defense.
All right, remember the game that's been added for you on this Saturday from Marquette. The Blue Demons of DePaul against the Warriors. That's a rematch in less than a week, because you remember last Saturday, DePaul in there.
Well, he can fill it up. He has not as been a prolific a shooter as from his Kansas City days and Cleveland days, but he can fill it up from outside, and it's obvious they're going for the three-point play with the shooters in the ball game.
All right, Boston will put it in play far side, just inside midcourt.
I'm surprised that Kevin Lockery has not called timeout, maybe to put some taller defensive people in.
All right, Ainge making his move against Watley. Gets it to Bird. 10 seconds. Bird, no! And fighting for it, Jordan, and I believe they fouled him as he came down with it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Larry Bird was right on target, a tad short.
Boy, Michael Jordan went up in there and battled for it.
Well, yeah, everybody has to go for the boards in that situation. Let's look at it. The play structure to get Bird to shot, as we thought. Orlando playing contained defense, not overplaying him too much to allow him to waltz to the hoop. 8 seconds to go. Jordan on the line. Please don't foul if he misses.
Ainge picking up his fourth foul down under. And with only 8 ticks left on this clock, Jordan, who has 31 points, make it 32. 105-101 Bulls. Oh, how great it would be if you could do it here against the defending world champions. Jordan's got 33.
What's new?
He'll try for 3. He'll get it. Dennis Johnson gives him 9 in the game.
Not over yet. A 2-point ball game. Boston never quits.
It's a 2-point game. Bulls leading 106-104 with only 3 seconds remaining.
Smart move by the veteran Dave Corzine. They'll get the ball at half court. Tough position to take the ball out of bounds, as you have an added 2 defensive men. You have the mid-court line, of course, and you have the sideline, which obviously you can't jump over. So this is a tough situation to take the ball out. They'll get their choice on either side of the floor.
All right, as the Chicago Bulls are talking it over on the other end, Casey Jones has his Celtics around him. They know they've got to get that ball. There are only 3 ticks left on this clock. The Bulls, who trailed early, but on the verge of being blown out early, battled back. They were down by 11 on 4 occasions in the first quarter, but battled back to within 6. Then in the second quarter, they were down by as many as 14. That was the biggest lead by anybody when the Celtics had a 14-point lead. But then again, the Bulls narrowed it back and got within 6 at intermission. And then a great third quarter by the Bulls put them in front by 5, 81-76. Now, in the last quarter, it's been back and forth. And here we are involved in a 2-point game, 106-104, Bulls over Celtics, with only 3 seconds remaining. We're hoping that Orlando Woolridge, who has contributed 28 here tonight and who really had a brilliant, remember we talked about that good third quarter crash, he had 2, 4, 6, 8 in that quarter when the Bulls came from 6 down to go 5 up, an 11-point swing in that third quarter, hoping that Orlando, the former Notre Dame star, can be Crash's guest right after the game.
Not over yet. They're going to foul right away. They're going to foul as the ball comes inbounds.
Now they had to call time. 20-second timeout for Kevin Lockery.
I'll tell you what, Boston does not die easily. Believe me. A lot of people have left the Garden, but they must not know that it's very close to St. Patrick's Day, and you never know what can happen at the Boston Gardens. I think the situation that they have to understand as coaches and players is that Boston has absolutely nothing to lose by fouling as the ball comes in. Now, you have two officials who we have talked about who like it rough and tumble. I mean, there's nothing against that. As you watch the replay, you have a man wide open. David Greenwood did not see him, which was Dave Corzine going to the hoop. Now, maybe he'll tell him that in the huddle. You have to set good picks, but you have to be careful not to get a block. Boston will foul as the ball comes in. They'll attempt to make the steal, but you can guarantee that they're going to foul on the play. So in that kind of situation, you have to be awful careful. I like to see the guy receiving the basketball coming to the ball, unless, of course, like Dave Corzine was wide open. You don't want to throw that cross-court pass. The last thing you really want to do is throw a lateral pass to midcourt. See, if you throw the ball all the way into the corner,
then they got to come the length of the court.
That's right. You're even better off throwing it away, I think, than trying to throw a cross-court pass at midcourt, because it's less than 3 seconds to the hoop from there.
All right, Bulls with Greenwood, Woolridge, Jordan, Watley, and Corzine.
I would also send Michael Jordan to the ball, or Woolridge, probably, maybe subconsciously to a referee, more apt to get a foul.
David waiting for somebody to break. Gets it into Jordan, and he's fouled by Bird just as he gets it. So the clock didn't really move.
Nary a tick off the clock. That's called home court advantage. Earl Strom will go to the bench and ask him, but you have to understand, we've had this before. DePaul versus Dayton, they're 10 ticks in every second.
All right, here's Woolridge at the line with 28 points. Make it 29 for the O. He's trying for his 30th point of the night. Oh, he didn't get it.
Don't foul.
Ainge with it. He's going to fire from way back. Oh, it's fun. Holy Toledo. If that goes, we're in overtime. It spun around the ring and fell off. Oh, my goodness. Oh, brother, take a big, deep breath. To talk more about this big victory for the Bulls against Boston at the Garden final. Bulls 107, Boston 104.